Hey Gary, I just want to congratulate you on another term as mayor starting tomorrow night.
Yes.
And I'm actually looking forward to stepping down because there's a huge reduction in the number of telephone calls that my wife and I have to handle as mayor. So it gives me a break, and you do a great job because you're in town and you see everybody and you know everybody and they all love you. So I'm looking forward to support you in that position.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Vic. You know, it's getting a little exciting again, but like Vic had said, I'm in town all the time, as you know. And so I get to see all the residents on a daily basis, which is really nice. I mean, let's face it, it's wonderful we have a beautiful community, so we're very fortunate. Yeah, my phone calls will pick up a little more. Vic's won't, but you know, I get a lot of calls as it is anyway because I'm in town. But it'll be exciting to just know that that all the people will just be coming around the community more often, a little more, saying, you know, hi, Mr. Mayor, how are you? Which is kind of cute. But it's funny in Warren, they never know which one's the mayor from one year to the other. They always get confused. Sometimes they call him Gary and me Vic.
I know, and I get called Gary a lot more than I get called Vic. So, but I got to tell you, I thought it was a great year. I thought it was our team, which we've been together now 10 years.
10 years, it's unbelievable. It's amazing that we've been together. By the way, he didn't have gray hair.
I know, it's sad. This job is giving me the gray hair.
Yes.
You know, they talk about all politics is local, but I'll tell you, it's not just local, it's the individual household, because people call you. One had a call because somebody's neighbor didn't cut their grass, and they were having a party, a surprise party, and they expected me to have the neighbor cut the lawn in preparation for their party. So, I mean, it gets to that point, as you know.
Yeah. Well, you know what they say. It is true. I listen to, from governors to senators, and they always would say, you know, the grassroots starts here at the municipality level. And the grassroots is what brings the voters and the votes and the people together. So it really starts right at this footstep here. And I think that's a big part that he's saying, that you know all the people. When you become a senator, congressman, it's so difficult because you have such a broader aspect that you kind of, I would say, almost rely on mayors and councilmen and committeemen to really be that connection for you to your people.
Oh, absolutely. I'll tell you though, let's look back at the beginning of the year and what we've accomplished, because I think we've accomplished a lot, especially in these tough fiscal times.
Really tough. I mean, Vic probably couldn't have said that any better. We really struggled.
Well, we lost $300,000 in state aid, and state aid was about 10% of our budget. Now that 300 doesn't represent the 10%. The 10% is about $1.6 million, $1.7 million. But we had to do some drastic things this year, which we hated to do, but it was necessary to keep the tax rate controllable.
You know, and I have to say we were lucky that, you know, we freeze all salaries, freeze all hirings. And it was a difficult thing for Vic to have to do, actually all of us to do. But we didn't have any choice, and I was happy to say that the CWA, which is our municipality, was willing, without any question, to do it. So we were quite, we were proud of them, that they understood what's happening in the real world. And they were able to really say, you know, we understand and we're going to buckle down and do what we have to do. And they're doing a lot more work.
Oh, absolutely. I'll tell you, it's amazing what you can do with fewer resources when you have to get it done. And it's not going to be easy during your term either, but you know what's so great about Warren that people don't really recognize is we're in such good financial shape. Our bond rating went up last year from a AA2 to a AA1. Our debt ratio, allowable debt ratio in New Jersey, is 3.5% of the total ratables.
I think we're 0.03?
0.3. I mean, we are less than 10% of what we're allowed. We're spending as we go most of the time. We're not leaving the next generation in debt.
Yes, and that's very true. I mean, you think about it. So we like to think of ourselves as pay as you go, and not, like you said, not leave the debt to the next generation to be forwarding up. So I think when you look at it, why is Warren Township one of the best places to live, especially in Money Magazine, 2009? Well, we probably have one of the lowest tax ratables in all of Somerset County. If we're not one, we're two. I mean, so you're getting a lot of bang for the buck for Warren Township. People are thrilled, and we have a wonderful recreation commission. We have a lot of programs going on for our seniors that Vic and all of us, as a matter of fact, I sit on the senior advisory, which is kind of funny, right? I'm sitting on the seniors.
Well, pretty soon you'll be the president.
So, no, but next year is good. This 2011 is going to be tough. We know the governor's going to send down a lot more mandates. We have to stay within a 2% cap, which is very difficult to do. Vic worked hard with Caroline Garofola on finance last year, which was a tough battle to stay within the window. So I can't commend the job they've done in the past, and obviously we'll continue as a team to work forward to stay fiscally responsible and at the same time provide all the services that we got to continue to do.
And we've made some strategic purchases this year, which are for the benefit of the resident. We bought that 52-acre tract of land for what I think was $1.6 million, and the county gave us $800,000 toward it, and that piece of land could have been developed for many homes, and it now is open space protecting the Passaic River Valley, Passaic waterway. And I think since we've been elected, we started with the Wagner Farm, which is a fantastic now learning farm in Arboretum. We have almost 800 acres we've saved in this town.
And actually, I'm proud to say this, in our administration, we have purchased over 800 acres of open space land to stop overdevelopment, and we're able to do it with pennies on the dollar, which is really the key to our success.
We squeeze a lot of money out of the county. We pay a lot of money to the county, we know that, but we squeeze a lot of money out of them. We got them to pave Mount Hope Road, finally, to set that up. And I think our roads, our infrastructure is in great shape. And people still want to buy here. We have a very low foreclosure rate. We have a very high interest in this community. And the prices have not dropped as much as they have other places.
And we're still rated in the K to 8 elementary school as one of the top in the country, not just the state, but in the country. Our K to 8. So must be doing something right.
Well, I'm excited. I'm pleased with what we've done in 2010, and I really appreciate your support, Carol Ann's support, and the rest of the committee. I'm looking forward to help you get a similar job done in 2011. And
Thank you, and I'll take that.
You've always stepped up and done more than, certainly more than what you paid for.
That's true. You think will be some of the challenges for 2011. And I would have to say that just to maintain the same quality of life that we have in the past, to keep that going forward to the future. I mean, it'll be tough to continue what we're doing to try to get the same values with the same dollar. So that's going to be difficult. And I would think that some of the hurdles are going to be some of those restraints that we talked about before with the 2% cap from the governors. So we're going to continue to try to keep the taxes down, and that's going to be a struggle. And without hiring employees and without hiring staff and giving all the other residents everything right. Look, the Wagner Arboretum Farm we have all these programs that we're doing with seniors, programs with recreation. We need to continue to do all those. Do you agree?
Absolutely.
Now, where are we going to get the funding? That's a great question, and you know what? It's going to be tough. So with Vic's help and Carol Ann's and the committee, we're going to have to find ways to get these fundings without breaking the bank, and it's going to be difficult. So those are some really serious challenges, and the residents require it. They require it, and they want it. They're used to it.
Talk a little about the accomplishments, and we did it as a team. I didn't do it as mayor. Let's make that clear. But it's been developing the community. And what I mean by that is most people, many people, work in New York City. And they come here at the end of the day. And they moved here because of its beauty. They stay here because of the community. And what did we do for the community? Or what did the community do for themselves more? Is we have one of the best playgrounds in the state right next to the municipal building. People come from all over the area to come bring their children over here. And it's great to see them. I stopped down there with my granddaughter, and she's having a ball. And I'm talking to some of the parents. Half of them don't live in Warren, but they recognize this is the place they'd like to live. We have our, probably their Pop Warner field down on Old Sterling Road. I think it's the finest in the country, and it was the host of the state championship this year, and one of our teams won the conference, which was great. And what we do for recreation, the day camp program, the skating rink we build, the bonfire we have, the Wagner's Farm Halloween party that we have.
Which was unbelievably successful. I have to give credit to those volunteers that, volunteers that spent days, nights, 30-mile-an-hour winds trying to keep all these nightlight program they had and what they did. And we had people come, thousands, come from all over the community to see the program they put together.
Oh, and our concert series, and our movies in the park. I mean, these are all no-cost or very low-cost options for people in tough economic times to get them out of their homes, into the community, and making friends. So if I had to say what our major accomplishment is developing the community even greater than it has been.
To bring it together, I think that's absolutely correct. Great issue. We not only have we won 55 and older senior development, that's really very high-end, but beautifully done. And now we're building some units that are less expensive to be more affordable for seniors. But we're looking forward to hopefully building another small, I would say, age-targeted for the elderly who want to live here without that burden of the schools and everything. So that's one of our next projects that we're hopefully able to work out. We have COA and other obligations, but we're sitting pretty good. How much would you say we have?
We have $5 million in surplus funds, and we're totally up to date on our COA obligations. So we're in better shape than probably 95% of the cities and towns in New Jersey. And that all came from planning. That just doesn't happen without good management.
I was just going to say that nobody has any idea. I've been sitting with planning board and zoning for 10 years. And you know, it's been choking in my throat all the time with this COA. And for those who don't know, it means the obligation of low and moderate income housing, and to just put it wherever you want. And to imagine they say to you, look, New Jersey said you need to put 300 low income housing in your development, in your town. That would be a huge tax burden on us. So it's been a lot of work.
And don't forget what we've done for the less fortunate. We donated the land to Cerebral Policy for a home for those, and they were almost finished with the home. And then the hospice, the housing for the poor, unfortunate, very sick patients who were living down off of Old Sterling Road. That came not only with our donation of the land, but with our support for the ongoing operations. So I'm proud of what we've done. I'm proud of what you've done, and I think we have a great team.
Yeah,
so,
we do.
Well, Gary, good luck in 2011. You know I'm there to help.
And I know you're there. You'll be on my right side. I can count on you. I know that for sure.
Okay.
And, so thank you.
Yeah, good night, everyone.
Yes, good night.